So, good morning, students. Today, let us learn about the concept of using Ajax pattern. Okay, so basically, a pattern is used to solve the programming techniques depending upon the user actions on that specific applications. So, a design pattern can be used to control the communication between a client and a server, okay, to achieve the desired behavior. What is this behavior? Okay, so behavior means, so see, you want to see a video in a YouTube. There are different ways of viewing it. Either you can wait till the complete download is happened, or you can buffer it, or you can stream it and you can view it. That is the second way. Third thing is, so you want certain information, okay, to be available in certain sequence while displaying information. Maybe every 10 minutes you wanted to have some kind of updates from some source in specific interval. Okay, so this is also a behavior. So before you do any transactions and in web applications, you want to have all information to be preloaded before you take a action. That means there are different ways of to initiate and continue the request and response to and from the server. So in the traditional web page, what page comes next is not known until you just try to get into that specific information in the website, because each link directs to the different parts of the website. Say for example, I have a X link, Y link and a Z link in the website. You don't know what it contains. You click on X link, it keeps loading and information will be displayed. Again you have to come back, click on Y link, okay, and you have to wait until the information is being loaded of that page. Again you want to know what information is available in the Z link. Okay, so again you have to click that and you have to wait till entire thing is downloaded. So now what is the disadvantage? It is a time consuming process. Okay, that means in this case you are sending 3 different requests to view the contents of X page, Y page and the Z page. Okay, so why can't we have a mechanism when you can read x.html file or the contents of X page, the automatically the contents of Y page and the contents of Z page will be downloaded in the background without the knowledge of the user. So this cannot be done. This kind of behavior or action cannot be done in the traditional web applications. So to overcome this kind of problems, because in the web page you have many links for many things. We'll have audio content, we'll have a video content, you'll have images. Okay, we have a textual informations. Okay, if you want to download the information of say text, it takes less time. But if you want to download some audio content or video content, Okay, it takes lot of time to do it because the applications will be very heavy. To address all these issues, we use what is called as Ajax pattern or predictive fetch pattern. So, if you are developing a web application based on Ajax, then this kind of Ajax based application can predict what will be the next pages or what will be the next links, okay, what will be the next audio or video, and this depends on the user action. So a predictive fetch pattern determines the future user action. So what is the advantage of using this? So this predictive fetch pattern eases the load on both the client and the server by only loading the required information when the user is trying to retrieve that information from the server. So I will give you two examples. Maybe I can give you two examples I will give you, which you can understand the concept of the predictive fetch pattern. The word itself is this. So I want to predict, okay, what will happen if user clicks on a specific link. So I will be talking about the two examples. One is reading the book online and other is the Gmail application. What is this reading book online example is all about in terms of implementation of Ajax pattern? Assume there is a book and you want to read that book, and that book consists of say 10 pages. So each page will have a link. If you click the first link, you get the contents of first page. Second link, contents of second page. Third link, contents of third page. Like this till 10 I can click and I can read the contents of all the 10 pages. Now if you are not using Ajax, if you are using a traditional approach of web page, once you read the first page, when you click on a first page link, it takes some time to download, okay, and after you read the contents of the first page, you want to read the contents of a second page. That means again you have to click, again you have to send a request, okay, and that request has to go to a server, okay, server has to respond, okay, so the time is consumed for reading the contents of the second page. That means after completion of reading the first page and opening the contents on the second page will have a lag, will have a time gap. So how can we reduce that? So that can be reduced only if you are using an Ajax. Okay, so I told this predictive fetch pattern determines the future user action, where it can predict the next pages or link. So that means if you are using Ajax, okay, so once when you start reading the first page contents, automatically the contents of the second page will be downloaded in the background. Okay, that means you are not waiting. The time gap between the closing the reading of the contents of first page and opening the contents of second page will be reduced, and you don't feel that you are waiting for it. Okay, so that means as and when you click on the links, automatically the pages keeps coming, the contents of that specific page keeps coming. Okay, so second page will information will be displayed. Now when you are reading the contents of the second page, okay, so automatically the third page contents will be downloaded at the background. So once you finish stop completing or end the reading of second page, so third page contents will be displayed. Similarly, when you are reading third page, so fourth page contents will be downloaded. When you are reading fourth page, fifth page contents will be downloaded. So like this, so when you are reading the ninth page, the 10th page contents will be downloaded. Thereby you can reduce the time gap between the closing of the first page and opening of the subsequent pages. This is the advantage of using the Ajax pattern. Okay, that is one example. The second example is your Gmail applications. See, you know that most of the the times when you are sending mails, you send it to certain people very frequently. Okay, so maybe say if I am sending a mail to Rajesh, most of the time, say 80% or 90%, I may send a mail to Kumar also. Okay, and I may send mail to say Anil also. That means whenever I am sending a mail to Rajesh, okay, so I will also send a mail to Kumar and Anil. That means there is a pattern which is being catched or collected from the server. Now it can predict, if the application is designed in Ajax, it can predict that once you type in the compose box, say Rajesh, okay, automatically it will also show the names of Kumar and say Anil. That means it can understand that whenever I am sending a mail to Rajesh, okay, I will also send a mail to say Kumar and Anil. Okay, so that information will be that email ID will be showcased. So it may also happen that whenever Anil is sending a mail, and Anil is sending a mail only to Kumar but not a Rajesh. Okay, when Anil is sending a mail, okay, so it will not show Rajesh, it will show only the Kumar, because most of the times when Anil writes a mail, he may not write to Rajesh, he may write only to say Kumar. So that means there is some kind of the user's behavior depending upon the actions that has happened. So this predictive fetch can determine such kind of actions from the user's perspective. Similarly, when you just try to log in with Google News or maybe some other kinds of category of news, so this can predict what kind of informations you will be seeing every morning. So it can understand the user behavior. It means, I mean to say, the application can understand the user behavior of reading newspapers. Say for example, if you are reading an online newspaper every day, so as soon as you type say to your Google Chrome home page, okay, it will show you the news related to only politics, because most of the times when you have seen when you logged into a Google, you have seen only say the news pertaining to politics. Again, it can have category. Maybe you want to you are reading politics with respect to your state, or you are reading to politics with respect to education. Okay, you are reading something about politics with respect to elections. Okay, like this, there are various kind of tags so which can be predicted by using this kind of applications. Even if when you are reading online news, maybe if you go to Deccan Herald, epaper.com with respect to Times of India or any other newspapers, it will be it shows the the first page, and as and when you keep reading the second page, if you just swipe on that page, automatically second page would have been loaded. Similarly, when you swipe second page, so third page will be downloaded. So like this you can think about the various the applications of using the Ajax pattern, but the fundamental functionalities of using a predictive fetch pattern based on two things. One is sending a data to a server. Okay, what data? It can be any kind of audio or video, any kind of data, and it will be cached. Okay, second is retrieving data from this server. These are the two typical functionalities which are used, okay, with respect to a predictive fetch pattern, and this depends upon the user actions. So there are different ways to initiate and continue the request and responses to and from the server. Okay, so predictive fetch pattern is a very important topic. Okay, so which can predict, okay, the user behavior of the web pages to retrieve the informations, maybe in a specific sequence or in different intervals, etc. So any clarifications, anybody? Yes, yeah. See, actually, this concept can be used in any kind of applications. Okay, and this also works with what is called a submission throttling and a periodic refresh, fallback patterns. So there are various categories of patterns which are available here. Yes. The programming concepts is not there in the syllabus, but I will just try to write a pattern about the the program, and I will send it to you. Maybe I will also explain it to you how this can be done programmatically, because this is only a theoretically based informations. But if you do programmatically and implement this Ajax pattern, okay, you can enjoy this specific concept. Otherwise, it is only a theoretical aspects. Yeah, again for this you have to use this any server-sided program, then you have to use your JavaScript, okay, and definitely it will have some links. See, what you can do is you can write a simple HTML file, and where you can have certain links by using an hyperlink. Okay, create some say a1.html, a2.html and a3.html. Okay, and give this input to Ajax script. So again, in the Ajax script, in the opening and closing of head tag, you have to use this XML HTTP request. Okay, so once you create that object, okay, and you can extract the contents of each page and set a time when you want to download this information. Okay, so you can write a code like that, so that will help you to understand the concepts very well. So there are certain codes available in the GitHub. Okay, so you can use that. Yes. Okay, thank you.